His love and wisdom, that's all. It's giving her happiness. So these moments which I showed you now in the past year's life, they teach you a very profound principle. In God's creation, everyone has a uniqueness, and the uniqueness is. When we talk about spirituality, it is not for the old people, it is for the young and old, for everybody. Because is the soul young or old? The soul has no age. Just as you say, the soul is neither created nor destroyed. The soul leaves the body at the time of death and occupies another body. The soul is everlastingly eternal, it's young always, ever youthful. Some people think spiritual means rejecting fun. So, I will give you some background after which these points will make great sense to you. When I went to one Iskcon temple in Mumbai for the first time, I had my own perceptions about what spiritual life is supposed to be. So, they told me, one of the devotees told me, please board the lift, you have to go to some floor up, maybe 4th or 5th floor. I told him, I am a young boy, I don't need the lift, I am not an old man to climb by the lift. Go by the lift. If you want, you come by the lift, I come and climb it, I said. He said, yes, you can climb, but we are going by lift to save Krishna's time. Like that the fellow said. I said, wow, this is a new thing, I never thought. If I climb, it will take 10 minutes. But if I go by lift, it takes me 2 minutes. And I can save how much time? 8 minutes of Krishna time I can save. I said, okay. Then he boarded the lift. Then he took me out. And then there was a glass room inside which I found many monks just like me, wearing this dress and sitting with computers. That came as a culture shock for me. Because before that I had gone to a dozen organizations. I have gone to those organizations personally, met Swamis, sat with them hours, asked questions. I had different conception of what God religion is. So I asked this sadhu, this monk, what is this? I have seen computers, I have seen monks, but I have never seen them together like this. This is very surprising, shocking. So he told me, yes, it's true, you may be shocked. You tend to think that monk means you need to have a long beard, you are supposed to be in Himalayas, you are supposed to wear a very meager dress, and you are hardly supposed to speak. Mostly you smile and just give blessings to people. You are completely secluded from the society. This is the idea people have about monks. But he said, the true meaning of what a monk is, he is neither indulging in this world in enjoyment, nor is he renouncing this world. In Sanskrit, there are 2 words, bhog and tyag. So those people who go to Himalayas, they have done tyag, and they go to, forest. And other people are living in the city and they are doing bhog. The devotee does not enjoy this world, he doesn't renounce this world. I said, what do you mean by that? So then he explained, like once upon a time a king wanted to check his praja citizens, how honest they are. So he was going in a chariot with thousands of people walking with him. So he took his ring, which was engraved with the king's initial R. R means Raja, and very costly. Probably it will be like $1 million or something like that. He took it out and he threw it in the crowd. And one of the fellows picked up. Here and there, no one is watching him. He put it in his pocket and was about to run away. The king told his minister, catch him, put him behind the bars, and bring my ring back. That's what they did. And the king understood this fellow is a thief. Then after a while he took his ring and threw it in another direction as the procession was going. One other fellow picked up and saw, oh, it looks like a very costly ring. How did somebody keep it on the ground? And then he thought, if I touch it, if I take it, it's not mine. I don't know whom does it belong to? So he threw it away and he went away. The king laughed and said, hey, he doesn't know the value of this. And he told the minister to pick it up. Then after a while he threw it in another direction. Then one other man picked it up. And then he saw the king's initial. Then he understood it belongs to the king. So he pushed through the crowd and came to the king and gave it to the king and said, oh king, your ring has please take it. And while picking up the ring from his hand, the king picked up his hand and pulled him into his chariot and told this man, you are such a man of integrity, I would like to make you one of my ministers. No? He accepted him as one of his ministers. Now the first fellow tried to enjoy bhoga. The second fellow tried to do tyaga. But the third fellow is like a devotee of God. A devotee of God always tries to reach the things which belong to a particular owner. So ultimately God is the creator of everything, so everything should be given to him. So this devotee explained to me how these computers are used by the sadhus, monks, only for God's work. Like now I am showing you a PPT which I recently made. So we make PowerPoints like this and show to people. We show some devotional videos. We don't play video games with this. Nor are we watching some useless content or dangerous content with this. So he said, as long as we can use these facilities and amenities in service to God, you will never be entangled. Rather, you will be enlightened more and more. And you will be elevated in your life. So that means the same things which can cause damage to our spiritual life can become valuable tools for elevating us, enlightening us, uplifting us, purifying us, taking us back to our original spiritual place. So in this way, I was thrilled by this new understanding I got that day, which is called Yukta Vairagya principle. So you don't have to isolate yourself from this world, you just have to insulate yourself. So how do you learn what is the difference between isolating and insulating? Like I told you in the beginning, isolating means you leave everything and go to the Himalayas. Insulating means live in the heart of the city, but you don't get affected by the life in the city. I'll show you a picture of that, you will appreciate this point. Look at this lotus. See, the lotus teaches you a very valuable lesson. See, the lotus is born from the mud. So in Sanskrit, the word pankaja. Panka means mud. Ja means born. So what is born in the mud? The lotus. But you will never find the lotus stooping down to go back into the mud and say that I was born in the mud, so I am muddy. Please don't ask me why. He doesn't say that. Rather, the lotus grows out of the mud. Using the mud as a springboard, it grows out of the mud. And not only that, when it goes out, it is initially a bud, but it makes friendship with the sun. So God is compared to the sun. We have one shloka also. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Haya Andaka Yaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Adhikar. It is said that Krishna, God, is like a sun, and illusion or Maya is like darkness. Where there is sun, there is no darkness. So the lotus makes friendship with the sun. Similarly, all of us, we can make friendship with God, like Arjuna made friendship with Lord Krishna. We can make such friendship. Then what happens to the bud? It blossoms. And when it blossoms, it gives out fragrance, and it has honey, which is valuable for the honey bees. And it looks even more elegant and beautiful when it blossoms. Similarly, intelligent devotees of God, even while living in the city, which is bustling with activity, where there is varieties of types of illusion to glitter and glamour, filled with passion and ignorance. There are beer bars and permit rooms and pubs and cabaret dances and permit rooms and brothels and such kinds of places. In which of it you can live, still you can be like a lotus. Like a lotus which comes out from the mud. Because you live in the midst of them, but you don't connect with them at all. I don't belong to this. I am a part and parcel of God. So you live like a lotus. So therefore you connect with God like the lotus is connecting with the sun. And blossoms. Just like lotus blossom, it will blossom in your life too. And you all know Bhishma, he lived in the palace of Shakuni and Duryodhana and Dushasana and all those people. But he remained as a pristine and pure devotee. You will find it in this way. Prahalad, many of you might have seen this Mahanarsinga Avatar. Any of you saw that movie? Correct, many of you have seen that. So he lived in the midst of the palace with his father at home, who was a die-hard atheist. And his two teachers, Shanda Madaka, they were also henchmen of his father only, who were teaching him atheism. But was he least affected, tell me? So he was like this lotus. He was born in mud, but he blossomed like a lotus. One more quality of the lotus is, the leaf of the lotus never touches the water. We thought if you put a drop of water, it will just slip off from the leaf. Similarly, while living in this world, you can live in a renounced temperament. Let me give you an example. What's your good name? Your good name? And behind? Rohit. And your name? What is it? Yeah. Alok. Alok and Rohan? Rohit. Yeah. Okay, let us say that Rohit is giving his stereo to Alok while going for vacation. Say you go for vacation to India for 3 months. You tell Alok right now. You tell Alok, you can keep my stereo, it's lying in my room idling. You keep it with you. When you come back, I'll take it after 3 months. Now, after 3 months, when Rohit comes back from India, sorry, Alok, who's Alok? He has given to Alok now. After 3 months, Alok can do 2 things. One is, oh, you have come back now. Do you really want it back? Because I have been hearing the stereo daily. It was so joyful. I was wondering, if you want, you can take it, but in case you are not interested to take it back, you can leave it with me. I will be very happy to have it, he says. That means he has become attached to it. Or when he is asking, where is my stereo? He says, it was here. I think one kid came here and took it and opened from behind with a spanner and then pulled out all the wires and everything. I think he's going to be an electronics engineer in the future. And I don't know where it is now. Then that would make him like irresponsible. You understand? So he is giving him something. What is he supposed to do? Use it and give it back to him. You understand this point? If somebody is giving you something to use it and give it back in a responsible way. So while all of us going to India, Rohit is a custodian of his property. He is not owner of the property, he is custodian. What is the difference between the two, owner and custodian? Yeah? You understand? It's a very simple thing. Like you can own a scooter or a car, or you can be custodian of it, right? So in this world, we all are custodian of God's property. You can use it. Like your college has given me this hall. So they have given us permission to use this hall. We are very thankful to your IIT college. But we are only custodian of it for probably an hour or 2. Correct? After that, we will vacate this place. Because we don't own this place. So we are custodian. So a custodian shouldn't be irresponsible either. We should be responsible at the same time. We should also not become attached to what is given. You agree, Rohit? Correct? Yeah. So you are Rohit, right? And you are Alok. Okay. So Alok and Rohit understood the example? Yeah. I'm sure they both are gentlemen. If you give them anything, they'll give you back. After 3 months. I just use their example to illustrate this point. So that's the meaning of detachment. Detachment means, detachment doesn't mean you give up your wife, children, family and go to Himalayas and say, now I'm detached from all of them. No. Like you see this Paramatma Prabhu who has come here, who is standing right behind it. So he has this IT company job, but he is also one of our Temple Management Council members in Chicago Temple. He has a growing daughter, she's in some standard now. He has to take care of her. So he has his family duty, he has his professional duty, but along with that he is also doing a devotional duty. So his detachment from family doesn't mean he leaves everything and goes towards the Himalayas. He's living in the heart of the city. So Lord Krishna never told Arjuna, Arjuna, pack up your luggage, go to Himalayas. He didn't say that. Arjuna, take up your bow and arrow and you do the work. But don't do the work passionately. Do it as my devotee, he said. So, and don't focus your attention on result. Focus on what I am telling you to do. So, in this way, the Lotus teaches us 3 lessons. One lesson is, even if you are surrounded by adversities, challenges, difficulties, don't blame them. You grow out of them, using them as a springboard. That's the first thing I tell you. Secondly, the Lotus not only gets out of the mud, it also makes friendship with the sun. Similarly, it is not enough for you to only develop detachment from the miserable world, but it is also important for you to connect with God and blossom like the lotus. Let me give you an example in that connection. Let us take an ordinate and an abscissa. In the ordinate, there is a negative axis, there is a 0, 0, there is positive axis. Now, in this world, all of us are in the negative axis. Why am I saying this? In this world, whether you like it or not, we have to face unpleasant circumstances, people and situations. You agree? How many of you agree with this? Okay, almost all of us agree, correct? So, for example, a mosquito may try to go behind me and release the needle and try to suck my blood as if it owns my blood. Correct? No? Mosquitoes try to do that. And we may take electric bat, try to roast the mosquito. So who is giving trouble now? Is mosquito giving trouble to me or I am giving trouble to mosquito? Yeah? Actually both are giving. Both are giving trouble to each other. You understand, no? That's the point. It is not only mosquito and human being, even one man and man, woman and woman, family and family, one country and another country, they are all giving trouble. We can see that there are wars going on everywhere, right now. So, in this world, we all are in a troubled position. There are sufferings from your body, which come as diseases. There are sufferings from your mind, like depression, lamentation, worries, and the anxieties. Like, for example, before you get into your college, you are writing a competitive exam. You have an anxiety whether I will get through or not. You got through into your meritorious college. Very happy that you got through, but after coming here, there's anxiety. How will I compete with other students? How will I get good marks, good grades? How I can get high honors, distinction, or whatever. Then somehow or other you completed the course successfully, you earned a degree on the convocation day. Then there is another worry, will I get a job or not? And if you got placed in a job nowadays, you can't smile because you are not sure when they will call you to join. Sometimes they give you a job and say join after 18 months. And 18 months you are not sure whether they will accept you or not. And in case you somehow entered into the company and started working, you are happy, but you can't be happy too much because sometimes there are mass layoffs. There is a fear also. What will happen when, we don't know. So you will see in this world, there is anxiety from our body, from our mind, from the other living beings also, from the natural calamities. I was watching one video of helicopter throwing jets of water during the Californian fire. Correct, no? Could they put out the fire? It wasn't easy. Huh? So many Hollywood actors, actresses' homes were burned down to ashes. Huh? So we saw in that video they were showing they're putting so much water. Huh? Something keeps coming up. Huh? Like before that, New Orleans, you must have heard Katrina, Rita, and all those, cyclones were blowing off, and the whole city was blacked out. And in the same manner, you must have heard about Chicago fire some years ago, isn't it? Some 2,000 acres of everything burned down to ashes. You can. In Houston, one boy was joining me. I told him, oh, the seashore is so beautiful, I was telling. He said, oh, it looks beautiful, but anytime storm can come. He said, it's not always safe. So in this world, there are natural calamities, sufferings from others, suffering from our body. You can see that. So that's why I'm telling you, we are in the negative axis. Now, most religions teach you, like take Buddhism, take Jainism, take impersonalism, they all teach you only one thing, that you have to get out of this suffering world and go to a state of 0, 0, which is nirvana or peace, shanti, shanti, shanti. That's what most people teach in this world. Of course, there are a lot of Buddhists across the globe. One of the reasons is people are now fed up with suffering. They want peace now. So, peace is 0-0. Most religions, they teach you to go from negative access to 0-0. And for that, what you have to do, they tell you, shut your eyes, shut your ears, shut your mouth, go to a secluded place, be peaceful, don't connect with people, don't speak much, keep mum. In this way, they try to make you practically inert like a stone. So, but is that the ultimate truth? I have been to a dozen organizations before coming to Iskcon. Most of them taught me that. And my turning point happened in my spiritual life in 1991 when I came to you won't have any love for them. They are persons. A butterfly is a person. Your mother is a person. Father is a person. And when those persons you will find when you see a smile on their face, the movement of their eyebrows, their expressions, and their gesture of kindness with their hands with the embrace. So these things make a lot of difference. So, and that kind of love, God's love, is coming through our mother and father and everybody. We are experiencing it. So that love is personal. And it is also active. Why am I saying active? People have a notion that spiritual life means you have to just sit in one place and meditate. Actually, spiritual life is pretty active because the soul, given in liberated state, is also active. Whether it's right now we are active, and liberated state will be super active. In my school days, we used to do something called as a sack race. You heard about sack race? You put a sack around yourself and you try to run with that. I also got a sack race prize. I got second or third prize in my school days. But imagine, even within a sack, you still run. But without the sack, how much more you can run? Think about it, fastly. Similarly, the soul is now within the sack of this material body, which you see in the mirror. But when you die, you leave this material body, the sack is gone, then soul, how can it be inactive? It's going to be super active. So God and soul relationship is personal, active, and reciprocal also. So the positive axis teaches a very important lesson. Say, I call one of you here. I pinch you all over your face. You may say, leave me, you may say. Then I tell you, okay, go back and sit in your seat. Have I done any favor for you? I have given you a relief from the pinch. That's all I have done. But if I call one of you and I give you a vessel of gulab jamun, sweet floating in a golden liquid with a spoon, I say, please go and take it. Then I'm doing some positive favor for you. Correct, no? So what most religions are talking about is releasing you from the pinch of birth and death and all these sufferings. It's nothing. It's just coming to 0-0 is negating the negative. But the true religion is engaging in the positive, which is much different activity than negating the negative. So when I understood this became a great turning point in my life because two very great principles came out in that. One of it was God has given us the senses not for denying them, but for engaging them in a positive way. Like eyes are given. So with eyes you can see the beautiful form of the murti in the temple. With the ears you can hear, like all of you are hearing me now, some sublime message you can hear. Or you can hear the kirtans, like you're hearing in the beginning today. With the mouth you can eat prasad, you can chant the holy name, you can glorify God, you can speak the truth, you can speak sweetly, and you can help others by giving them some good advice. So mouth, we know what not to do with the mouth, everybody knows. Don't insult others, don't find fault with others, don't speak in a harsh way with others, don't speak lies to others. And in this way there are many things we should not do with the mouth, but there are also things which you can do with the mouth. So the positive access means use the mouth for glorifying God or chanting His names. So all the senses can use your legs to go to the temple. Use your hands to do puja for the Lord. So all your senses can be used in God's service. I found this very practical, very appealing. I felt the whole world can be engaged in this path of Bhakti Yoga. Because Bhakti Yoga doesn't teach you to negate the negative. It teaches you to engage in the positive. Second thing I heard from my superiors, that we don't want to go to Himalayas to get our own moksha. That would be selfish. Rather, we should live in the heart of the city, go to the schools, go to the colleges, go to the companies, go to the homes, and help the suffering people. How to rise beyond this world and go to that world. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. How to go from the world of death to the world of immortality. How to go from the world of ignorance to the world of wisdom. So, I was so thrilled by this message because I always, in my school days also, I wanted to do some good to society, especially suffering youths. So when I heard this was very appealing. Prahlad Maharaj also, you will see, he was talking to his friends. He was a devotee, he just didn't keep quiet. He gave his devotion to God, to also he taught it to other friends also. So Srila Prabhupada, who was very old, he was almost like 70. At that time, his guru had told him to go to America and give the knowledge. So he really took the trouble of traveling in a cargo ship. He had a couple of heart attacks. He came to America. And for 1 year, he didn't get any help from anybody practically. He suffered a lot in the first 1 year. And subsequently, he went to the park helplessly and sang the Hare Krishna mantra. And from there, got the movement rolling. So you can see whether it is Jesus, or Prabhupada, or Prahlad, or Sripad Ramanujacharya, the devotees of God don't go to Himalayas to meditate for their own deliverance. They live in the midst of society and they teach love of God to others. They experience love of God and they teach love of God. So spiritual life is a very dynamic activity. There are 3 words you heard: education, culture, devotion. But jnanis, they mostly talk about education. If you only talk knowledge, bookish knowledge, then we may become armchair speculators. Just keep on talking about knowledge, but you don't do anything practically. But in the path of devotion, there is culture. So Prabhupada, when he came to America, there was one girl called Zadurani. She was a very good artist. So Prabhupada gave her paintings to do, beautiful paintings. So then Prabhupada used to call those paintings as windows to the spiritual world. There was one Howard. Then Prabhupada gave him Diksha as Haigriva Prabhu. He was an English professor. So he gave him the editing part, English. There was one Shyam Sundar, he was a carpenter. So Prabhupada gave him altar to make, beautiful altars. There was one Jayananda Prabhu. Prabhupada told him to design Rath carts and make the Rath carts. There was some Tamal Krishna Goswami. Prabhupada told him to get the buses, like Greyhound buses, and distribute the spiritual literature all across the country. There was a Rai Ram. Prabhupada told him to print and publish his books. So in this way, there was a Surabhi Prabhu who was an architect. So Prabhupada gave him the temple architectural models to be made and constructed. So everybody can engage the talent. Like there was one very great Swami called Vishnu Swami, who was a great singer, musician before. Prabhupada told him to reach out to the youths by the kirtans. He reached out. So in this way, why am I giving these examples? The examples make it easy for you to appreciate. There was one Yamuna Madhuri, who was a very great cook also. And Kurma, he was also a great cook in Iskcon. Prabhupada taught them such a rich culture in the society. That means culture can be used as a springboard to express your devotion to God. In this way, this moment is a colorful moment. You don't have to be inactive. You don't have to go to Himalayas. You don't have to find your life boring. We have Bharatanatyam, we have painting, we have poetry books, we have spiritual literature, we have dramas, we have dances, we have very great Vedic cuisine, prasadam. And this is one reason why the whole world has taken up this path of Krishna consciousness very seriously, because it's a very appealing and very joyful moment it is. So now when I go back to the PPT, you will appreciate whatever I wanted to say. It will be very easy now. See, it means people think spirituality means rejecting fun. No, it is true joy in connection, not in consumption. You see, it means you have to fast and be sober. No, traces of oxygen. Anybody knows how do you do that? If I give you a bulb, a flask, traces of oxygen. Anybody knows how do you do that? If I give you a bulb, a flask, with some oxygen, you want to throw out all the oxygen out of it. That's a very easy method without having to create vacuum. Anybody can guess? Yeah? What do you do? How do you replace it? What do you do? He's saying you put water. What else is oxygen? What do? You put some inert gases like argon, krypton, xenon, correct? No? You put them inside, that will kick out oxygen. In the same manner, the path of jnanis or nirvana people or impersonalists, Buddhist things. So this path teaches you how to create a vacuum in your heart. Like I was traveling in a train to IIT Kharagpur. And I said, distance is pretty far. If I were to walk from Pune to IIT Kharagpur, it would take me 3 months. And then I have only programmed for 3 days there. Then I have to walk back 3 more months. So in this way, my half a year will go away just for one program. So I asked him, what do you think I should do? On the other hand, if you go by train, it is 36 hours for me, 1 way. Go 36 hours, do the program and go back. To Pune. So he thought for a while and he said, no, Swami, still it's better that you walk only, he said. I said, okay, if you want to walk, you walk, I am going to go by train, I said. And I have many other programs to attend to. So Srila Prabhupada was very practical initially. Initially Prabhupada came in a cargo ship, then he got to travel in flights. So in Iskcon, people are practical people. We don't deny things. See, we accept things not for our enjoyment. We only accept it for Lord service. Like I wear a watch also. Why I wear a watch? Because it helps me. I go from one place to another, different programs. It's helpful. It's not that we have to renounce the things of the world. You don't renounce them, you don't enjoy them. Use them in God's service. Very simple. You see? Simple meditation, empty the mind, suppress the desires, aim to merge. It leads to temporary peace, but lacks lasting fulfillment. But the modern youth issues are like stress and loneliness and anxiety, despite mental progress. You see? Even with the thousands and stuff followers, they have no true friend. So, that is the higher way, which is Krishna conscious way I told you. Not running from life, not running from illusions. Running after illusions. You see here, Krishna consciousness is engaging spirituality. I have given 3-4 minutes, I will show this and conclude. Some people think spirituality is what people know. Rather than a 5-year-old boy, he's a great devotee. You see? So when as students you all practice like Prahlad chanting, then you will find your stability even in the midst of exams, breakups and pressures. Wisdom has no age. Prahlad was a 5-year-old boy, Yoga was a 5-year-old boy. Anybody can have wisdom. You don't have to be old to have wisdom. But all the old people are not having wisdom either. Similarly, spirituality means rejecting fun, people think. No. The truth is there is joy in connection, not just consumption of, consumer goods, or scrolling the reels. So, even if you go and have a party experience, you have a hangover the next day, you see. Whereas we have Kirtan festival where we dance, sing, and we see the picture here, genuine connection, lasting happiness, you see. So devotees go for Rath Yatra, and that's real fun. You discover even more deeper and fulfilling form of joy. Similarly, spirituality is the life is, but some people think it's very dry, fasting, silence and suffering. No. You can have feast, you can chant, dance and try. We even go on outdoor dancing kirtans like this, so that we benefit the people who come on the road and on the way, even the plants, trees, dogs, cats, everybody. In India, when we go in the street, so many people observe, they take prasad, they come to temple after that. So, feasting, dancing, chanting. When engage clearly spirituality means shutting the senses, like I told you, some people think. No, you can engage your senses to become free, to become liberated. With your eyes you can see the beautiful deities, hear the wisdom. I told you these things, right? Spirituality is positive engagement, not negating the negative. Like you see, this is in Pune, Shri Radha Chandra. So they are very handsome. We dress these ladies 2 times a day. We make ornaments for them, garland for them, we offer them bhoga, everything. So the more we see, the more we get purified in our minds. Similarly, some people think meditation means void, losing self. No. Meditation is for reviving our loving relation with God. The more, just like a child who has become an orphan now, is crying for the mother or father. Chanting is a call to reconnect with the Lord. So, like Draupadi called the Lord, and Lord immediately responded like that. So, see, void, losing self is like deleting files in a computer, unwanted files. Whereas devotion means upgrading to a powerful system with meaningful data. See, something constructive. So, fulfillment is in love and seva, not in blankness. Like you see here, this fruit vendor lady. Out of love, she is giving away all the fruits she carried without even expecting anything in return. That is love. This is the last slide. Takeaways for you. How to practice it. You begin with chanting. So it's very Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the meaning of this mantra is, oh Lord, purify my heart, uplift me, accept me. And I don't belong to this world, I belong to your spiritual world. Somehow I have fallen into this world. Please take me back to you. Like a child calling the mother. That's the meaning of it. So all of your students from a very great premier institute in America here, if you chant this name of Krishna, Rama and Hare, and then you offer it in a prayerful mood and very attentively hear this mantra, you will see that you get more and more closer to the spiritual platform. You get closer and closer to God. The more you come closer and closer, it's like you look towards the sun, there is no shadow in the sun. You look away from the sun, then you see the shadow. So when you turn away from God, we find all problems in this world. You look towards Him, you become happy. And the second thing, spiritual study. Have a copy of Bhagavad Gita. Says, do you have a book table today? Prabhu? We don't have. If anyone want Bhagavad Gita, how will you give them? Any of you want Bhagavad Gita copy, we will arrange to send you. You have it? Yeah. So how many of you already have Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is with you? Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. How many of you don't have, you don't have a copy of the Gita? We will reach it to you. How many of you? You want a copy of the Bhagavad Gita? If you raise the hand, he will bring it for you. Anybody? You can just raise the hand, we will take a count, we will take. So we can reach the book to you. We have 1, 2, we have 2 of them here. 2 are there. Who are the 2? That side?
Yeah, that's it.
Only 2 of you, 4 of you. You will arrange to reach that? Because they are going to read 1 page a day, Bhagavad Gita. Given there. So read Bhagavad Gita 1 verse a day or 1 page a day. How long do you think it will take? 5 minutes. Small drops of water will make the ocean. So it's a very good habit. Just read 1 page a day. Thirdly, this is a special community which has assembled here today. Please come. We have a program. Vishwadanandan Prabhu comes here every week. We are all most of them. And Prabhu has been coming here more than a year, I believe. Many years has been coming. Very sincere devotee. He personally takes out time and comes from the Chicago temple. And you all can visit Iskcon Chicago, Vishweshwari temple, whenever you are able to. But otherwise you can join this program. Where does it happen? Here only it happens.
Fridays at 7 o'clock.
Friday at 7 o'clock. Where does it happen? It's a well-known venue?
Yeah, it's the same venue we had last year.
Okay. So you can join the spiritual community, be a part of it. Like in case you found something interesting today, you are most welcome to come in. And then mindful eating. Anytime you eat in your college or here, take a moment to pray And thank the Lord, oh, you are so kind, you have given us so many type of fruit juices, so many type of grains and cereals and fruits. We are grateful to you. Express your thanks. Because nobody can give you, like, scientists can give you electronic chips, but they can't give you potato chips. Isn't it? They can't give you any eatables. Think about it. So, God is supplying all the creatures which He has created. So these are 4 things. To put it simply, we have a formula, you can remember ABCD, you can remember, okay? A stands for association, which is spiritual community. B stands for Bhagavad Gita, 1 page a day. And C stands for chanting. And D stands for devotional diet. So I've given a summary here.